What is going on, everyone? It's your boy the Animation. We are back with a deck profile for the Bonney deck. Now, this is the Bonney deck I played at Regionals. Played pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Did alright, didn't finish top 16 or anything, but finished a lot better than I thought. So first off, we've got the Bonney, which is if you leave it Don open, you can literally rest one of your opponent's characters. So they make an attack, you can rest whatever else they have on board. So it stops an attack from coming in every single turn. It's fantastic. Next we have the Cavendish. I only run 3 of these because you can only use one at a time. If you put a second one down, it's null and void. So his ability is, if your leader is a supernova type and you have no other Cavendishes on board, you can activate 2 Don. So he costs 5 to play. Play him for 5, literally reactivate 2 of those as active. So it realistically only costs you 3. And then every time you attack with him, it doesn't have to get through, it just has to be an attack, you can restand 2 of your rested Don. It is mental. Now, this here, a lot of people don't play it. I do. I like the killer blocker. It's back from OP01, so if you can't get your hands on it, there's plenty of other blockers out there you can use. But if you attach a Don, knowing that you're going to use him to block the next turn, literally you get to draw a card. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but getting an extra card to hand can really, really help. This is kind of a necessity. The Eustace Kid from OP01. It is an expensive card. It's getting a reprint in the PRB 1, so you will be able to get your hands on it again at a cheaper price. But basically, if this character is rested with a Don under him, they can't swing at anything besides this character. Now, he can get removed, and I'll explain what we do for that a little bit later. But once he's rested with the Don underneath, they have to swing at least 8k into him and kill him before they can attack life or board. So they can't really get rid of anything else. This Dofi, another necessity. You're playing against certain decks. We'll use RP Law, for example. They have a lot of swingers on board, and they swing almost every turn. So basically, you drop a Dofi, you can rest 3 of them. Freeze 3 of them, so you don't actually have to worry about their attacks for the next turn. Now, what I was saying with the kid before, if you've got a Rosinante on board, and say you're playing again against an RP Law, they get him down to say 2,000, they drop 2 Gordons and bottom deck them and take 6,000 power off him, and then go to use leader ability and bottom deck the Eustace, you can actually get rid of the Rosinante instead. With black, what they usually do is they'll get rid of the Rosinante first, because if they do it at the same time, you can still just get rid of the Rosinante, but they'll get rid of the Rosinante first to fix that problem. Hody Jones, a great finisher. Literally, you can rest either 2 of their Don or 2 of their characters, so it's good to rest 2 blockers, or even their Don. You got to take a life to hand, but then you get a 8k rush swing as well. This Zorro, there's a lot of bricks in this deck, so you do have to be careful. You can break very easily, but this Zorro is insane. If you can get it on board, it's a triple swing. Triple 9k swing for 3 Don the turn after it's played. It's mental. Rouge, now, this one here is a necessity in the Bonney deck, because her ability is you need to have a Don active to use it. This, at the end of your turn, you can use all your Don. If Rouge is on your board, you restand a Don. Stupid good. This Bonney here, it's basically this Dofi, but you only get to freeze 1 character. So, for a cost of 5, it's got counter as well, which is good. It's also a 6k swinger. You can put it down and you can freeze. Say if you're playing against the Yamato deck, they got the double swing. You can freeze the Yamato, they can't use it. Basil Hawkins. Now, this card is broken. It's stupid broken. But there is ways around it too, and I'll explain both sides of it now. So, basically, if they say you're playing against black or RP Law or anything that's trying to get rid of it by negging it off the board, they do that, you just rest their character, providing they've got a character to rest. Now, the way around this is literally what I usually do: go in for a small attack, make them use the blocker for a free block. Once they've used it, then go in big with a swing into the blocker if you need it off the board. Hody Jones is another one. You can rest them. You're not taking them off the board, so it doesn't matter. You can rest it if they're playing 2 Basils, go for game. Or you can use all your swings, and then you can neg it off board. So if you're playing RP Law, you see a Basil, swing with everything, get your minusing done on it first, minus your 3 Don, and then take it off board that way, because then they've got nothing to rest and it's gone. This Bartolomeo, look, it's just basically a blocker. You need a lot of blockers when you're playing the kit build. But it does have the, if a character is rested from your own effects, draw one card, trash one card from hand. So basically if you use an event card or something that rests a character, then you can draw a card and trash a card. This is the Bonney Searcher. Now it's a 1k counter, it's good to have on turn 1, get it on the board. It costs you a Don every time you use it, but if they don't remove it from the board, you get an extra card to hand every turn for 1 Don. Absolutely fantastic. Punk Gibson, a lot of people are running Spider's Web. I like Punk Gibson because you can rest one of the characters. So basically, if they're going for game and you know they're going to go for game, and they've got a lot of like 4 costs and stuff, first up you take the first attack, you counter out of it with Punk Gibson plus 4k, rest the 4 cost, use Bonney's ability as well, rest another swing, and they've lost 2 swings in 1 turn. Plus you've avoided the attack from the first swing. But it can only rest up to a 4 cost, so you got to make sure you rest the 4 cost with Punk Gibson and anything bigger with Bonney. This 0 cost, again, is good. It's got the trigger, rest up to a 4 cost or less, and you just trash a card and you plus 3k. As for this one, the trigger is rest one of your opponent's characters. That is huge because you get this on trigger, you can rest, we'll say a 10 cost Kaido with the 12k swing, or a 10 cost Big Mom, you just rest it, and it's done and dusted. Yeah, but let's go see how it plays. Okay, looks like we're doing a mirror match. Let's go. I want to go second, and I think I'll keep. It'll be interesting to see what comes of this. I can do a search straight off the bat, which is fantastic. Now, we want to use this. Search for Supernova. She can search for herself. I already have a Bonney in hand. Do I take a 0 cost? No, it's Don Quixote, and that's Supernova. Maybe I'll take a Punk Gibson. No, I'm going to take a Super. I'm going to take that. Return all cards to the deck. And basically now it's just going to make them attack into this instead of attacking me directly. No one wants to get rid of you to get a search for 1 Don every turn. No one. We got the Hawkins. Beautiful. What are we going to do here? We can go 7k into life. I've got nothing that I can rest, so I don't really mind too much about not leaving any Don open at the moment. Alright, we got that. Deploy. Use that. Oh, do I take another one? No, I'm going to take a Rouge. I think I'll take a Rouge. Yeah, Rouge is probably the best bet here. So let's go with Rouge. And we'll end our turn. We got a life, and we got another card to hand. So we got 7 cards. We played out a few. They've got 8. Straight into there again. It's all yours. Now, play something out. What are we going to be on next? 6 Don. I can play my Hawkins next if I want. But I'm curious to see what they play. They didn't play anything. Damn. I think I'm going to play... How many have we got? 6. So that costs 5. Restand 2. I'll have 3. Yeah, let's do the Cavendish. Get it out early. That way I can restand. And let's just swing 8 of life. They can rest my Cavendish. I don't care. Even if they want to swing into it, I still don't care. Oh, they did rest. I was going to say they didn't rest it. What's going on? What's going on? We got 8 next. Maybe I can Hody. Are they just going to keep focusing on clearing whatever I put to board? I don't care if they do. Ooh, 10. I can probably get out of it. Actually, no, I can't. Resolve attack. I don't run 2k counters in this. I should put the ESO in, if I'm being honest. The ESO should definitely go in. So what do we got? We got 8 Don. Now if I do the Cavendish, I can drop the Rouge as well. So... deploy Cavendish. Cancel. Let's do a 6k swing. Feel free to attack Cavendish. And now they can't rest my Rouge, which will give us a Don back. Deploy. And end my turn. And I'll choose a Don. Reactivate. Oh, they run Izo. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Go, swing at my Cavendish. I dare you. Do it. Waste all your Don. You've got 9 now. You can drop the Zorro. They can drop the Zorro. I think I'm going to drop the Zorro next turn. I'll swing with Cavern. Actually, you know what? There it is. There's the Zorro. Okay, I'm not going to swing this turn. I'm just going to drop the Zorro. And I'm going to end my turn. And we'll restand it, Don, just for good measure. Just for good measure. What are you going to do? I can make Zorro only have 2 swings, so I don't care. Are they going to drop a second Zorro? That's the question. No, they're dropping a Hawkins. And a Donkey, a Rosinante. Interesting. And they're not going to swing. Very, very interesting. Well, guess what? I don't care. They can do whatever they like, because what I'm doing here is I'm going to rest their 2 blockers, deploy, rest both of those, take another life, I don't even care. Then I'm going to attack Hawkins, use card action. They can rest it, I can still restand it with 2 Don, I don't care. Not one bit. Okay. Then I'm going to set character as active. I'm going to swing 9. You can't rest it again. Come on. There we go. Got rid of some cards from their hand. Then we're going to do this. Reactivate 2. Swing 6 at their life. We just want to empty their hand. That's all I want to do now. I want to empty their hand. I don't care if their Hawkins survives. So got rid of their Rosinante. I want to empty that hand. Although if they take a life, I'll take that too. Okay, I can't do anything with that one, but I can do this. I can swing 10k with Hody, or I can put Rosinante up there. Let's do a 5k swing at their life. See if they take it. Because I can Hody again next turn. I can literally Hody again next turn. Did they get a trigger? They did get a trigger. And let's attack 10 into their life. And I'll Hody next turn. And hopefully we can end it. End turn. Restand it, Don. Don't care if every one of these swings get through. Even if they play a Hody now, they play it for free, but next turn it's over. So I'm going to rest the Hawkins, and I'm not going to rest the Zorro, and I'm doing that for the simple fact if they multiple drop blockers now, I need to make sure that I've got multiple attacks. They might go to clear my board, so I do have to be careful. Oh, they're going big with Zorro. I'm taking out my Zorro. I can probably counter out of this. No, I can't. I'm going to use my card action. I'll rest that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I can. 3 and 4. No, I can't. Oh no, I just shot myself in the foot. Oops. Make sure you count your counter beforehand. You know what? I guess I'll take it. I'm going to Hody next turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Go. Swing at my Hody. And then you can have my Cavendish too. Resolve attack. Go do it. And resolve attack. And they're going to drop a blocker. What blocker are they going to drop? Rosinante. Alright. Deploy. Rest. Rest. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. 11 into 5. Have they got enough counter? Have they got enough counter? And we won. They had 4 Hodies in hand. That's how it's done. I did take a little bit of a risk there, trying to counter out. That was pretty dumb. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that's how you play a Bonney deck. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, subscribe. We're going to have a Vegapunk video coming up soon. I love that deck. So much fun. You don't win all the time, but it's definitely fun to play. Yeah, so anyway, peace out, stay safe, much love, and as always, say hi to your mum for me.